So Nasdaq, right? Okay, and NYSE, you can see that the blue chip, okay, they are doing very well. So US market, right? Let's go to US market. We see the Nasdaq, and then we see the NYSE. So Nasdaq, right? Okay, and NYSE, you can see that the blue chip, okay, they are doing very well. That means stocks like Google, they are very strong. Stocks like Facebook, they are considered very strong. And recently, this is the pullback, the pivot point. So these are very strong. Stocks like Microsoft, they never really drop. So that is the difficult thing to like follow. Okay, it's very difficult to follow because nobody actually expect a no pullback kind of trend. Okay, that means, okay, right now you probably want to be holding on to these stocks. Okay, Apple, okay, is having a pullback, but it is still strong, still above the smart money. So right now, if you ask me, right, why don't we buy Microsoft? Why don't we buy, into stock that never drop? So like example, I saw this one, MSCI is in my list, but it's very hard for me to buy this. Why? Because if there's no pullback, I don't want to be buying at the highest point. Okay, I believe nobody wants to be buying at the highest point. So to me, right, when the stock already run up and the smart money already making good money and it's already like this at 100% already, it is likely that there will be a pullback like this, maybe like sudden drop like this. So we don't want to be buying without a pullback because the risk and reward, right, might not be that good. Okay, but that is the case. Okay, that's the case on the overall US market. So right now it's all very strong. If you are in, it's better you stay inside. Overall, the US market, right, is already run up. So which means if anything happen, okay, if anything happen, touch wood, there might be like a surprise. So you probably want to anticipate a bit of a surprise. Okay, so some of you might want to learn about this thing called the TLT. Like this is TLT. TLT is a bond, is a treasury bond. So whenever the market is not so good, then this TLT will go up. When the market is good, then TLT will drop. Okay, so in case you are worried about the US market, you're buying too much of it, you want to take profit and put some money in TLT, that is one of the kind of allocation. Okay, but again, this is like buying insurance now. It only go up when the market goes down. So over here, NVIDIA, we are quite positive actually with this pullback. After this pullback, right, we are quite positive on NVIDIA. That means there's one group of people has actually cut loss and get out already. And then now it is continue to go higher. So over here, this super trend helped me to understand how much stop loss, how much risk I am taking. So when I'm entering this trade, when I'm holding on to the stock, I know that if it drop 10% right now, I'm actually taking this risk. Okay, so NVIDIA is one of the strong. Another thing is NVIDIA is also at a very acceptable price. So that means because some account, right, if you are very small, like example, if you are 30,000 account or you are 20,000 account, you cannot buy Google and Amazon, okay, because one share is already bigger than 10% of your portfolio. Okay, so overall, that is for the blue chip tech. But if you look at the overall market, okay, what are the stocks that is with the smart money and big transacted value? Smart money a lot, big transacted value. Stocks like this Fortinet, these are the one that is crazy. Okay, that means like it's been like going up and up and up and up and up quietly, and like nobody's business, right? So you just keep on going and going and going and going and going. So Fortinet is some stocks that you want to like see. Okay, I believe we talked about this before as well. Okay, in fact, I bought it, and that day it hit my stop loss over here. Okay, it hit my stop loss with this very, very long tail, and then after that it goes up, so that's not very nice. Okay, so over here, this is one of the smoothest uptrend and also not a lousy company. Okay, do you know what Fortinet actually does? Okay, cybersecurity, right? So again, when we know that cybersecurity is very strong, we also look at similar companies. So another one of the favorite is this stock called Crocs. Okay, so when you look at Fortinet, I teach you some techniques. When you Google this stock, you can scroll down to this logo. So this logo will give you the similar sector. And this is some like a layman kind of trick. Layman kind of trick. So then you can see, these are some of the similar sector. So you can see like CrowdStrike. Okay, you can see like some other sectors, some other stocks. So but for me, I'm looking at CrowdStrike. Okay, so CrowdStrike haven't really moved yet. Yeah, still waiting. Okay, but of course, Fortinet is the better deal. If you talk about the past 3 months or past 6 months, Fortinet is the better deal. Okay, besides that, Costco. So Costco wholesale is like their Walmart. So Costco, Target, TGT, these are the stocks, right, that is going up like steadily and ongoing and going. Okay, this make our trading very difficult. That means the overall index is going up, but some of the favorite stocks, right, like example Tesla, all these, right, they are not really moving. So a lot of people, it's not buying this kind of boring company, right? Costco, Target. Okay, a lot of people, they are not buying this kind of stocks. They're not buying this. Okay, but these are the stocks that are moving up. So those stocks like Riot, they are not really moving. They're not really moving. So what I'm telling you here is this: the hot favorite, Riot Blockchain, Neo, all these stocks, they are not really moving. Okay, they like Alibaba, these are the very popular among retail investor. Okay, JD, TSM, they are not moving. Netflix, they are not really moving. And the one that is moving are the MSCI, Thomson, this kind of stocks. Okay, Thomson, these are the stock that is moving. So in Chinese, it's like 冷门的, okay, 冷门股. So all these are the stock that is people seldom buy, and there's no pullback, and there's not much of a signal. When you miss one signal, you kind of like miss one big part of the trend. Okay, so that's the problem we are facing right now. Okay, they are not talking about the like those very favorite companies. So overall, just now you can see that these are a few of the US market. So let's use the screener to help us to understand more. So over here, if you look at the power in NASDAQ, what do you see? Okay, that means today, right, if you are looking for the strongest stock, okay, so you see a few things here. Okay, biotech. Okay, biotech. This one I see already. I also want to cry. Okay, so yeah, this one I did make some money, but I took profit earlier. Okay, I took profit earlier. So yeah, it has a very, like what we call a very strong pullback. Okay, a bit too volatile. Okay, a bit too volatile. That means from the highest point, okay, it can drop like 15% up and down. So the volatility, right, is very high. Okay, so it's not easy to like really ride this trend. But is this the strongest or not? Yes, this is. So Moderna and bio and tech. Okay, so if you're wondering why Pfizer is not moving, so Pfizer, right, is not the strongest, but this is not too bad. But the best one is Moderna and bio and tech. These two are the one that is really running. So if you read my book, right, we talk about this thing called the obvious trend. So obvious trend means what? Means if you are getting jabbed, everybody is going for the Pfizer BioNTech vaccine. Everybody is going for the Moderna vaccine, right? By right, we should be aware that this company business is very good, right? So actually, right, we want to be aware, okay, aware that these are the strong sector. Understand or not? That means if you never catch it yet, then you wait for the next signal, or you just see how it goes, observe first. So biotech is definitely the one that is strongest, which also make the thing difficult because these are very volatile biotech companies. Okay, so over here, when you look at the what we call the power, right? Okay, and then you look at this value, right? These are 7 billion, 2 billion. This 100 million is very small. This 200 something is very small. This 80 something is very small, but this is one of my favorite stock. Okay, Crocs. So they are like very big transacted value and they are like small transacted value. Okay, so it depends on individual how you want it. Okay, so Crocs, right? Why this is one of the stock that I like is because the trend is very steady. Steady means like this, very steady, quiet uptrend, and gap up earnings. Okay, so as long as no gap down, okay, gap up is okay. So Crocs is still strong, but again, it's already run up. So the signal is here. You want to wait for pullback and the next signal. Okay, so still good. This is still strong. So over here, okay, you run through the list. Okay, I think Caleb also pointed out this Navient. Okay, one of his favorite stock, Navient. Okay, I do not know what company is this. I don't know, but seems like it is very strong, right? Okay, so it's a credit services as this, but you might want to study more because it's a very small market cap, very small in value. Okay, so the rest, okay, if you look at like some of these, right, Cornit, right, if you look at some of their earnings, actually all these stocks, they are not bad companies. Okay, they are not bad companies. They are like having a good earnings. They are like uptrend. Okay, they are like growth company. Okay, so for some people who like to study their fundamental or what, right, you might want to go and study a bit of these names that you never hear before. Okay, so these are like not very popular kind of stocks, but it is very consistent uptrend. Okay, but they are also very small in terms of their market cap. Okay, so of course, semiconductor. Okay, last week, okay, this ON has a very good earnings. Okay, and then it brings up the sentiment on the whole semiconductor. Like, wow, the whole semiconductor, suddenly everybody becomes so bright about the semiconductor again, right? So this is the one of the very big news in terms of the semiconductor earnings. Okay, so after that, the rest of the semiconductor, like this Ahmad, also start to break the 3-month high, 6-month high. So this is a good sign about the semiconductor. So definitely we want to have a bit of a semiconductor. Definitely we want to have a bit of this cybersecurity, and we also want to have this. This is called retail. So retail, basically I look at 2 stock only. One is Crocs, the other one is Limited Brand. But Limited Brand has changed name to Bed and Body Works. Bath Body Works. Okay, Bath Body Works. Okay, yeah, I always thought it's Bed Bath. Okay, so anyway, okay, so this is the Limited Brand. Remember, we talked about it. And over here they have a corporate action, so the share split, which make it very like nice price right now. So it's from $80. Okay, I remember at this price is about $81 or $80. So now it is after the split, it become like $61. Okay, so good news is this stock, right, is one of the steadiest uptrend, and right now it's having a pullback. So this is one of the favorite. Okay, they sell. Okay, so previously, right, okay, it is like Limited Brand, but now it is actually a changed name to Bath and Body Works. So that's the thing. Okay, so basically for me, retail sectors, retail stocks, okay, is actually this Crocs and Bath and Body Works. Okay, so for NYSE, okay, so NYSE, right, there's a few things here, okay, and a few of our favorite. So for NYSE, right, C Limited, okay, this is one of our favorite. C Limited, it breaks new high, and last Friday, it's still considered very strong. Over the past few weeks, it bounced off the support level. Now this is making a new high. And C Limited, the good thing is we have made some money before. And usually, right, if you have made some money on some stocks, right, you have more confidence holding on to it. Okay, so C Limited is still strong over here. So C Limited, HubSpot, all these, okay, these are the better tech stocks. Okay, the better tech stocks. Okay, Shopify, Cloudflare, these are the very strong and growing companies. Okay, so but Shopify is a bit 老jiao already, so grown up already, 1,500 already. Okay, but these are the so-called the best stocks of the past few years. All right, so over here, there's the 4 stocks, and of course, Square. This is also in the NYSE, Square, but a bit volatile recently. Not the best time to buy. Okay, as you can see, the risk has actually increased based on current price. So again, on a pullback, these are the stocks to watch.